Hello, champions! Coach Tina here. Oh my goodness, you guys. This trip to Sicily has been absolutely outstanding. I am in let's call it a villa, okay, in a place called Salemi, Salemi, and it is a beautiful house with 3 bedrooms and this beautiful yoga studio, you guys, that's open to the hillsides. So when we do our yoga in the morning, we have this beautiful view. And we're up high, so you can't see water from where we are, but you can see the rolling hills and the farms. And it's high enough up that sometimes the clouds come in. It's literally been gorgeous. And here's the schedule. So, and so that you know, I mean, you may not even know me. I'm Coach Tina. I am the founder of the Empowering Champions community. I started this community about 3 years ago. And what I have been doing is just talking about life, talking about the things that happen when we go after what our dreams are, right? Create the life that we might have never thought was possible. But when we start getting traction and momentum, so much can change. So along the way, got really involved with Tony Robbins and what's known as Team Tony. And through Team Tony, I met some people that are just outstanding leaders, and they are the reason why I attended the African Youth Leaders Summit back in April of this year. And these people are just incredible, and we have hearts for teenagers and changing the world through them by helping them not have to live through the limiting beliefs that we tend to acquire as we get older and older without the kind of environment and inspiration that might take you to do all those things that you want to do. So, um, we are in this villa in Italy to have like a week prior to the next event that we're doing to bond with each other, bond with ourselves, figure out our path in the world. And oh my gosh, it's been incredible. So we're all staying here. There's 9 of us total. And then we are leaving here tomorrow morning and going to Romania to do the Romanian Youth Leaders Summit. We're all speakers at the event. We're going to be pouring our hearts into 50 to 100 teenagers that are in Bucharest, and we're going to have a really great time. So let me go back to telling you about this event. So we have been getting up every morning, and we have been doing breath work first thing. Then we do yoga, and there's this beautiful young girl here from Poland who has been in Italy and Sicily for about 3.5 years. And she's cute as pie and just so graceful and amazing. And she has been trained in fascia yoga. It's a release of the fascia. So we have been moving water through our body, and that has been incredible to learn. It's what she calls effortless yoga. And that's the kind that we all like, right? Where you don't give 100%, you give more like 50 to 70%, and then you have some place to go to open up further instead of pushing to be 100% right away. And then it's so hard to get that incremental growth. And I mean, if you think about that as a life lesson, that's pretty profound, right? So, first lesson of the day. What happens if you come in at 50% and grow from there versus, I mean, some of us don't even go 100% because it's too hard or we can't, right? But you can do 50%. So, very important insight. So after we've been doing our breath work and our yoga, we have the most incredible food. We have a chef. She's a friend of the young girl from Poland. And this chef has a restaurant in Poland, and she came here specifically to cook for us. And so she has been giving us this amazing organic vegan diet. She puts a little bit of meat and some cheese out and stuff like that for us. But for the most part, our meals have just been this incredible smorgasbord, because it's literally the entire table gets covered with food, and we eat of the most amazing things. Then we have been doing workshops for each other. So whatever we're versed in, like for instance, I took everybody through a visualization that everybody loved, and we have others talking about their specialties. And so we go through our own content with each other so that we get to know each other and our skill sets, because we're usually busy at the teen events and we don't know what each other does. So this is our way of getting introduced to them. And then we go out in the afternoons and do these amazing excursions. So one day we went to the castle, it's City in the Clouds, where the Castle of Venus is. And this was a beautiful location, you guys. Just magnificent views way up on this hill, and then you look down and you can see the ocean and then all the communities down below, and the buildings are still there. It's not commercialized at all. There were little coffee shops in the castle courtyard. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. So we, and turrets, I mean, oh my gosh, I want to go back with Chris so bad. So very, very beautiful. We've been eating all kinds of delicacies. There is something here called pistachio cream. It's like pistachio peanut butter, and it's super sweet, and it's fantastic. And they put it into the espresso. They like put it on a spoon and swirl it in, and so it sweetens the espresso. Heaven in a cup. And then we got some hot cocoa, and it got delivered to the table. It looked like shiny and solid, and we were like, what is this? And it was warm pudding, but they don't like over sugar or anything, so it was just like a 3D chocolate experience. I don't know how to explain it. It was not our hot chocolate, but it was hot chocolate, and again, not sweet, but texturized and full. So I'm going to be coming back to Sicily at some point. After our excursions, so that was one day, then we come back and we have the most beautiful meals. Last night we had our first pasta dish. It's hard to believe in Italy that we would get our first pasta on our last day, but it made it all the better. And the noodles, you see my hair curls? The noodles were curled that way. They were thick, like fettuccine thick, but curled like this pattern, but tighter. And so the sauce curled into the noodle. Oh, so good. And then the sauce that she had with it was tomato. And she told us what it was, and I was really surprised at the ingredient. Doesn't matter. And it had tofu pieces that tasted like sausage. You can't imagine. Oh, it was a coconut curry sauce with the tomato. So good. And yesterday we went to a place called Steps Beach. It was an old bunker during the war, and we had to climb up and down these places, but we ended up in this opening in the Mediterranean Sea, the waves, and you could see down at the beautiful blue water. Oh my gosh, it was magnificent, absolutely magnificent. So what does this mean to you? Like, Coach Tina's on a vacation, like, wow. I can't stress enough that a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was not in the position or mindset to think that I would ever be going on adventures like this. I mean, I'm going to Romania. We're going to go see Count Dracula's castle after this event, right? Like, that has not been on my wish list. But experience, like, yeah, I'm taking it. I'm going to go do that. And so what it taught me is how small my thoughts have been about what's possible, right? I have limited myself in my biggest thinking because I couldn't ever imagine, like earlier this year when I went to see the Taj Mahal, absolutely glorious adventure. And I thought, how come this was never on a list? How come I've never dreamt of, like, I write up all these things about things I want to do, and that was never on the list. Sicily was never on the list. Going to the castle in the sky was never on my list. And yet, I'm getting those experiences and I'm realizing that I could just dream bigger and bigger and bigger, and I still may never see the very max of what's possible. And I want that for each and every one of you. I want that person that was me 3 years ago thinking that I can grow this much to realize that I can grow this much every day. But, like the stretch is so incredible. So don't give up on yourself. Don't think that this is all you've got and you're like excited about this. Expand into that bigger space, the space that you're meant to have. Because life is magnificent, you guys. Absolutely magnificent. So, I wanted to give you that piece of information today. I have no idea what time it is back home. We had daylight savings time happen here, and so time is really irrelevant. It happened here, it didn't happen over there. Like, what is that about? Like, why are we not standardized? And what does it really matter? Like, here they don't even care, right? Like, they're just like, okay, whatever. The time changed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. And I think about all those times that I follow the rules and get all rigid and need this and need that. And that's not the point at all. So it doesn't matter that my 7 o'clock live that I've been doing for 3 years, that I didn't get to do last week, that I'm doing right now, regardless of what time it is back home, none of that really matters. It's the fact that if you're watching this now, there's a reason. Hopefully there's a message kicking in for you that is expanding your heart, that is making you think, oh my gosh, what if? Because I truly, 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 truly believe that you are designed by God for greatness and a purpose. And you will not serve the world by burying your talents, keeping them buried, and never sharing your unique skills, talents, and abilities with the world. Don't stay small, my friends. Expand and see what happens next. Okay, I love you. Good luck. I will see you all next week. I will be able to post again from Romania. So let's see how it goes. I'm not going to promise 7 o'clock because who knows? But I will promise to get on here and give you a live as soon as I can. Take care.